Cartoon Network is like that parent who just sits on the couch belligerently drunk every night, glancing at the framed photographs on the wall of their glory years, holding back the tears. Kind of an abrupt way to start this video, but Cartoon Network has been fumbling the bag horribly, and it's something I want to talk about. It is now May of 2022, and Cartoon Network has not once even mentioned the fact that it's their 30th anniversary. And that crushes the inner child in me. Not only because I grew up as a Cartoon Network baby, most of you know this, but if you recall how hard they went in for the 20th anniversary back in 2012, the state of things now is just abysmal. This goes beyond cable, because cable has been on life support for years now. But we're at a point where the Cartoon Network brand transcends the station itself, and they just aren't doing anything with it. So let's unpack this. And maybe in our endeavors of cyberbullying a brand mainly geared towards children, I, a grown man, can get what I want. I mean, I watch adult shows too, I promise. Y'all seen Barry? That shit slaps. Also, please like and subscribe, hit the bell, check out our cartoon-themed merch at Toondrip, link down below. Okay, let's get into it. So obviously, it's worth pointing out that Cartoon Network launched in October of 1992. Given that it's May, there's still plenty of time for them to celebrate the 30th anniversary when it actually arrives. However, the point I'm trying to make is that they already took the L, and compared to the potential of the 30th anniversary, whatever they do is just gonna feel kinda mid at this point. Now, they didn't do anything too crazy for their 25th anniversary back in 2017. If memory serves, their big thing was just a music video. Plus, back then, it was basically still just the channel, with the app holding shows hostage every other month. But ultimately, it's half a decade. It doesn't have the same weight to it that a full 10 years does, you know? And again, compared to their 20th anniversary, they are lacking. I remember May of 2012 vividly. On this week 10 years ago, I remember they brought back Cartoon Planet, this block hosted by Zorak and Brack from Space Ghost, which was basically just a vehicle for reruns. But in 2012, those reruns were tailored for nostalgic cartoons. By that point, Edda and Eddie, the Powerpuff Girls, Billy and Mandy, Courage, they were all old news. Adventure Time, Regular Show, and Gumball were dominating. It was just a new era. And as someone who had those 2000s cartoons for a bulk of their childhood, it was awesome seeing those shows on TV again. And it didn't stop there. Throughout the year, rerunning the classics just kind of became norm for a while. And they had these awesome bumpers of the characters interacting at a party. It was nice. It felt like they were taking a giant victory lap for putting out some good-ass cartoons. And they topped it all off with this fire music video that holds up to this day. And over on the Adult Swim side of things, weebs with cable rejoiced as Toonami came back as a full-fledged block, which not too many people talk about now, or even back then compared to everything else. But I'll die on the hill that Toonami's comeback contributed to the rise of anime in the West. I mean, let's not completely lie to ourselves. It was popular in the 2000s, but the stigma around it being this weird, perverted, or extremely convoluted thing really didn't start to be challenged until the mid-2010s. But I'm getting off topic. You get the idea. 2012 was a good-ass year for Cartoon Network. But again, look where we are now. Not a single peep of the anniversary. Like, come on, big dog, you're 30, pop some bottles. Cartoon Network really isn't just the channel anymore. I'm not surprised you're not rerunning anything old right now. Well, I mean, old stuff that I care about. But the Cartoon Network brand in itself also lives on HBO Max, the only streaming service that people seem to like as much as Netflix. And here's one big way they keep fumbling the bag. HBO Max has been around for 2 years. Cartoon Network has been there since day one. And at least over here in bumfuck America, there's plenty of the classic hits still missing from the roster. Stop being afraid of getting canceled and post Johnny Bravo already. Where the hell is Generator Rex? Hi Puffy Amiyumi? Gym Partner, Camp Lazlo? Whatever happened to Robot Jones? I'm not just saying the name of the show, like, where is it? Where did you put him? There are specials missing from the shows that are on there as well. Where's Big Boogie Adventure? Big Picture Show, Ego Trip, the Powerpuff Girls movie. There are some gems that they have dragged their feet putting on there for years. Now tell me, we are now approaching summer. More people are gonna be out of school, hanging out, and ending their nights with some streaming. And probably have a lot more time to stream some good shows. What better move is there for the Cartoon Network brand than to hook everyone in with nostalgia and go all out with the HBO Max catalog, advertising it as a 30th anniversary drop. They market the Cartoon Network hub on here to more than just families. I have seen ads marketed directly at adults, using shows like Foster's and Kids Next Door to go, hey, look, your childhood favorites are on here. But nope, nothing. Luckily, since this is HBO Max and streaming's always changing, they have time to fix this. But let's talk about something else. Something that's gonna be huge and loves showing off the Cartoon Network brand. Multiverses. It's basically if Smash Bros. And Fortnite had a baby, but with Warner Media characters. I got into the closed alpha they had this week. It's super fun to play, and the playable characters include Finn, Jake, Steven, and Garnet. There's also Tom and Jerry, Shaggy, Velma, Superman, Wonder Woman, characters that have all been on Cartoon Network but aren't owned by Cartoon Network. The fact they have this free-to-play fighter coming out this year, with a lot of attention on the game, it's the perfect scenario to push the Cartoon Network brand for the 30th anniversary. Assuming the game launches before October, there'd be some time to build up an audience, and then dedicate October, if not more of the year, to roll out at least 2 or 3 Cartoon Network fighters that are around for a limited time, with the sole purpose of pushing the 30th anniversary. Whether that be Gumball, Ed and Eddie, Blue, you name it. Now, according to leaks, Ben and Craig are in the game, but those are kind of no-brainers, and Craig's still a newer show compared to everything else, so none of those scream 30th anniversary. And while we don't know they won't do anything like this for a fact, I sincerely doubt they'd even consider doing such a thing. But I think the biggest L is to not use this 30th anniversary to roll out some new specials for HBO Max and gain subscribers while celebrating their legacy. Now sure, we have the Gumball movie in the works, but we don't know if it's coming out this year. And the circumstances around that movie coming to fruition ultimately does not stem from the 30th anniversary, because the creator and fans have been wanting this to happen for years. Now, I am glad they are getting back into the game of making movies, as there were 2 original movies announced recently, but the fact they didn't pull a Nickelodeon and give their equivalent a Florpus, Jungle Movie, or Static Cling is just a huge missed potential, especially since last year, and even a little bit in 2020, we had Adventure Time Distant Lands. Now, of course, I think this mainly comes down to the fact that Cartoon Network internally is kind of a mess right now. I mean, it's been obvious by the lack of shows, and obviously making a movie takes time. I'm assuming they would have needed a 2 or 3 year head start, given that Steven Universe the movie started in late 2017 and didn't drop until late 2019. But I find it a little disappointing that the higher-ups had no foresight for this, or they just didn't care, given that we have the creators of Kids Next Door and Billy and Mandy throwing ideas at the network such as Galactic Kids Next Door and Billy and Mandy Destroy Us All, both of which the network turned down. I mean, I don't even know what their beef with Maxwell Adams is, but that's just a topic for another time. All of that being said, I feel like they're probably gonna have the Gumball movie serve as a big draw at Comic-Con and mention the 30th anniversary there, but in general, my expectations for Cartoon Network has just gotten low. I think the most we're gonna get out of this anniversary is a music video, and again, considering it's the 30th anniversary, it's sad! As someone who loves animation, and as a nerdy little kid who would make my own little schedules for the network, this sucks. I just wanted to rant about this. Maybe by the end of the year they'll prove me wrong and they'll do something cool, but in general, I think the 30th anniversary is turning out to be a big L. I mean, no one's even been thinking about it. I haven't seen anyone even been talking about it. And I feel like most people would see that as a sign that your brand is falling off. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at AlStrickVox and at Roundtable Vids. Check out our merch over at Toon Drip, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.